Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Solid Zane, and we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. In the last episode, we took on Mission 23, The White Mamba. We beat the crud out of a little guy named Eli, who apparently doesn't like to be called by that name, as witnessed in a cutscene that unfortunately I did not record for you guys. I cut the last episode just before that cutscene aired, and kind of kicked myself when I realized it. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. You should see that I am in a different camouflage. I did go back and do another mission, past mission. Took on the quiet mission again, where you first meet her, she first battles you. Did that to complete the last side objective. So I neutralized her without firearms. Basically, I had to call in a couple airdrops. Wasted a little money on it, but still made money as well. In this episode, we will go ahead and continue with Mission 24, Close Contact, maybe some side ops. Let's take a look at our combat deployment real quick. Okay, they're all grayed out, so we've got them all going. Although, 3 of them are about to be done. Let's take a look at Mother Base. We got some rewards. Daily bonus, Digitalis. Resources, let's go ahead and sell off our precious metals. I did note that there is another benefit to having precious metals other than selling them, but we're not at the point where we need it just yet. Check out the development list. Still got that Burkov tranquilizer pistol. Not ready to develop that just yet. Not a whole lot new. I did develop the M2000 Trank sniper rifle. I don't know if that was in the last episode or not. And nothing worth developing just yet. Go ahead and save some of our GMP. Let's take a look at base facilities. All of them are locked. Support platform and command platform are fully constructed. 4 out of 4. I'm thinking the next one to be completed will probably be the combat unit, then R&D support. Oh, support's already done. So combat, R&D, intel, base development, and then medical. That's what I think. That may or may not come to pass. Depends. For example, we're just a little bit shy of the combat unit on common metals. Fuel resource is going to take a while. Looks like it's going to be the same there. 48,048. Yep. Yeah, so those will be developed in that order. I got another more rewards. Those are those combat missions coming back. I'm noticing more and more injuries as opposed to killed in action. So we're not losing staff, we're just temporarily losing them to the medical unit, sick bay. Which is good. That's, I mean, I feel bad for the guys getting beat up and hurt, but, you know, at least they're not dying. Okay. We got one more coming through. I think we should probably wait for it. It's only a minute. While we wait for that, let's go ahead and listen to a cassette tape.
We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters.
How's that going?
It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still, the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived?
He's still not talking.
No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere.
So English is his mother tongue.
He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established in countries all across the continent. It's rooted in Africa like a weed, or maybe parasite is the better word. So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from.
Could even be from off-continent.
Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Some interesting stuff about Eli. What do you guys think? Is he really Liquid Snake? Or is that just something that Konami teased us with? You know, despite having almost nothing but A's and B's, I think. Oh no, Combat Units took out some C's and E's and D's. Not many, but still. More than I thought. Never mind. Okay, let's go ahead and accept those rewards. We'll start some new combat deployments. Oh no, I got another KIA. Not good. And then we'll jump into something, maybe free roam. Sniper, that's already in. What did I do? Sorry, folks. We got riot suits, machine guns, cameras, gas masks. Rest are grayed out, so we can't do them. Let's take a look real quick. Close contact takes place in Africa. Civilian engineers. You know, I think I confused. What was it? Retake? No, the voices. I think I confused that one with close contact. If you recall, I was like flabbergasted looking for prisoners, and they just weren't there. You notice they're in the same area. The Minoko Nyoka Station, Gumba Industrial Zone. Same basic area. So I think I was just confusing the two missions. So that's Africa. Let's take a look at the side ops. Look at the ones just in Africa. Mother base, Kanjenga mine. Materials considered. MP plantation. Looks like nothing in there. Nova Braga Airport. Gun cam. At the closest, then we'll make our way that way, I guess. It'd be nice to go ahead and go in guns blazing, but we're not going to do that. Still on loadout 1. Go ahead and change back into a sneaking suit. Like I said, I took on that quiet mission again, so I put, bare basics, so I wasn't going to use any weapons. Change that back up to C4. This one, go go with the stun decoy. We'll lose the regular decoy in place of smoke grenades, stun grenades, EMN mine. This way we got plenty of decoys for 10. We got a electromagnetic mine, stop vehicles in their tracks, C4 grenades, and I've got a viewer. Welcome to the stream. We are Let's Play Metal Gear 5. Items, yeah, let's go ahead and change this stuff back. Fulton's all the way up. Good. Okay. Oh, whoa. Skipping one very important piece of the puzzle. Quiet with the guilty butterfly. Okay. Let's go. To the viewer that just came in, I'm going to go ahead and open the chat on my phone if you'd like to comment. It's up to you. No pressure. Except if you don't comment, I think you're stupid. Just joking. Okay, that's up. So that I can see the comments as you post them. Okay, it is 1:50 in the morning. Africa time. 3:45 a.m. for me. Southern California. Okay. That's where we're headed. And after that, over in this general direction. Here's a truck. Driving away from us.
Be careful down there, boss.
Okay, we got quiet. Let's go ahead and have her scout out the airport. Yes, I definitely want to go get him. They got a sniper up there? They do. Looks like he's wearing a helmet too.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
How far away is he? At 200 meters. So we'll aim right about there. He's got his rifle in the way now. Come on, quiet. He ain't done anything. What's going on? Oh, dude, get your rifle out of the way. Quit looking in my direction. Headshot. Gotta love it. Oh, that guy seems to... Ooh, look at that. We definitely want him. They got such a strong guy guarding there. That's probably where the blueprint is. What's going on? Where's Quiet at? Still moving. Bam! Okay, it's time to get Quiet to set up shop somewhere, because it's bugging me. She ain't doing jack. She's just like going around in circles. Or maybe I just jumped the gun. Compared to that guy's nothing. Man, now I'm not so sure. They got two guys over here. Both of them worth getting. We got another guy in here somewhere I haven't noticed. Two more over there. Holy heck. This base is just calling out to me tonight. Man.
Begin cover fire. He's coming too. Roger that.
Come on, reload. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Look at that, I never picked up the note.
rest to us. You gonna extract him? Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Nzoya Badiabulu. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Boss, an enemy squad is on its way to the guard post. Watch yourself.
Fire at will.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Cease cover fire!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Stand down! Begin cover fire.
The heck?
He's coming too.
Lay off your order. 8.
Wow, that's a lot of guys once you get up closer. And of course they're all well armored.
Cease cover fire.
Target extraction confirmed. Now extract the remaining target.
Fire at will.
That's the target. Extract him. Subject on board. You gotta extract him.
So, here to save me. I was called here to transport and set up equipment from the facility and examine the patients there.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation. Great work. Now exfiltrate. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gonna extract him? Roger.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Wow.
Departing.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Well, darn, I did get a combat alert. Thought I didn't, but I was wrong.
Boss, we placed the 2 targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngumba. They examine the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English was one of them.
Okay.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
As if. Cutscene.
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
Oh. Oh, yes.
What's the matter?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand!
It's too funny.
Hold her still! Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Poor Quiet, she's only trying to help. Sorry, spoilers.
Boss, about Eli.
Welcome back, boss.
I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Well, folks, one thing I did do, I believe, is I did do a wandering Mother Base member mission, so I'll go ahead and visit Paz, see what she has to say. I don't know if that was in my last episode or not. Don't recall.
What is it, Snake? Oh, here's Nuke. He is so cute. I haven't seen him around lately. Where did he get to? He is the official mascot of Mother Base, so he should show his face a little more. Want to know a secret? I saw Miller feeding Nuke when no one was looking. Meow meow. Come here. Come here, kitty kitty. Come here. Nuke? Nuke? My head. It hurts.
Okay, I mean, even in my personal playthrough, I haven't gotten through all of Paz's cutscenes. So, I don't know what all it leads to. My best guess is she'll end up regaining her memory. I haven't, I haven't paid attention to any spoilers online, haven't done this or that, so I could be totally wrong, but I think that's ultimately what's going to happen. She's gone through so much that she's disassociated, and, us getting the pictures, it's going to clear the amnesia. I think they call it a retrograde amnesia. It gets rid of, all your former memories, your past memories. And terrorgrade amnesia, think 51st dates, She can't form new long-term memories, only short-term. But, like I said again, I could be wrong.
Roger.
Maybe it just,
This is Pequod.
ends up
Arriving
frying her
shortly
brain
at
and
LZ.
she dies a vegetable. I don't know. That'd be a pretty sad way to
This
go.
is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Okay, so just a quick overview here. We're at 40% completion. That's 40% of the entire game. In comparison, we're done with mission 24. So we're almost halfway through the main story missions. We're actually doing, I'd say, pretty well. Figure, mission 25 is 50% of the game. That's not bad. Obviously, there's a lot of side missions, side ops I haven't done. It's just, they're time consuming and they're kind of repetitive. Chances are, I may or may not do more episodes of side ops. I might just do those in the spare time. Unless I come across one that I think looks like a big deal. For example, the side op we did where we had to rescue Kojima. I knew that one was coming. I knew what it was, so I was able to make sure I recorded it. So yeah, I'll try to keep a lookout for those and make sure I get those on Let's Play episodes. But for the most part, I think I'm going to do those on my own. It just gives me something to do that's not being recorded and it's not, time consuming for you guys. But other than that, I think this is a good place to end it. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards. We're at 808, no, 808, 880,000 JMP. Resources, go ahead and sell some off. Brings us to 1.2 million. Save one. I'll save those trucks. And save the rest of those. development. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, what was that new buddy stuff? New stuff for D-Walker. I've never really used D-Walker, even in my personal playthrough. Fulton Extraction Ballista. Grenade launcher for the Fulton. Interesting. The Grand Master Certificate for the Fulton, so that's what that unlocked. I was gonna check that out. Probably still will. Just to double check. Because I know there's another upgrade to the Fulton that is very, very helpful. We've come across a few missions where it's impossible to extract a couple containers. And it makes it possible. Really nothing I want to develop. I suppose we'll go ahead and do one of these grenade launchers. They have the range finding scope, the 3 times. I think it's like 3 steps, like the normal rifle scope. You know, 2-time magnification, 4-time, 8-time. So we'll go ahead and develop those. Unless I get a sniper ready with it. No, doesn't look like it. Yep, one of those it is. They come in handy because, you know, then you don't gotta back out to mark the guy to see how far he is. Which you may or may not have seen me do on occasion. I did at least once or twice in this episode. I set my security staff on my FOB to use non-lethal, so we go ahead and develop that. Other than that, there's no other non-lethal stuff available just yet. The Renov. I'll hold off on this one. It must be very, very difficult for Quiet to be comfortable, because she likes to stretch a lot. I mean, I'm not complaining, but, you know. What is this? Highly sensitive night vision gear, augments sight, better situation awareness, low light. By DD soldiers, reveals the presence of enemies concealed by smoke. Sneaking suit must be developed first in order to develop. Sensitive night vision gear, augment sight. Now that's kind of stupid, I think. That you have to develop a specific night vision goggles for the FOBs. Why wouldn't they just use the ones you normally have? It's just gonna have me finding a way to make more money, you know? Go ahead and listen to this before we finish off.
The whole base is busy getting ready for Peace Day. Miller has finished writing his song, so I went with Professor Galvez to listen to it. Miller was really into it, humming away as he played the song on his acoustic guitar. But the song melody did not match up with the guitar chords at all, and it sounded more like a mess than music. Miller's very enthusiastic, but I think he's tone deaf. I guess the guitar backing sounded good at least. But as I was wondering how to break it to Miller, Professor Galvez took out an odd instrument. It was just 2 antennas sticking out of a box, more like a radio than a musical instrument. He said it was invented by the Soviets, but why would Professor Galvez own a Soviet-Russian instrument? I asked him, and he told me music has no borders. Well, I cannot argue with that. Good music is something people of any nation can appreciate. Why not abandon war and just make music together? But anyway, the professor offered to try playing the melody on his instrument in time with Miller's guitar. It was like something from another world. But somehow, it fit Miller's guitar backing really well. It even gave the song a charming, down-home kind of feeling. Miller was overjoyed. That is it. That is my melody right there, he said. It sounded totally different from when he sang it. But hearing the professor's version, I thought I could probably sing it. Then Miller hit me with the next bombshell. Buzz, you write the lyrics. I did not know whether to scream or to run out of the room. There was only 1 week left until Peace Day.
Go ahead and end this episode with an FOB infiltration. See if I do any better than normal. Go ahead and do these at nighttime. There's no real excuse me. There's no real way for the FOB personnel to adapt to your playstyle. I don't think. They just, you know, consistently wear night vision goggles or this or that. Whatever the FOB
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
That's just about everybody I'm going to be able to get.
Be careful down there, boss.
5 people. So, 1, 2.
Let's go.
Oh, joy. Five, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys, looks like.
There's nothing there.
Somehow he's standing in midair. Okay. Mr. 30 up there could be a little bit of an issue. Not anymore. Like one up there. Otherwise, looks like I got everybody. Actually, no. You know what? Let's leave them. I'm only going to take those that are actually worth it. Last one's number 38 up there.
Infiltration successful.
Okay. Got myself a single A+, 6 A's, a B and a C. Didn't extract any because they weren't really worth it. Got some resources. Times 0.2. That would, like, decrease it, wouldn't it? Yeah. 3580 in the red. Okay, so once we get to the ACC, we will end this episode. And here we are. So, have a good day, a good night, or a good morning. Whatever it is for you. Solid Zane out. Close Contact, episode 24. 25, Intrude Vengeful. In 5. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Solid Zane, and we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. In the last episode, we took on Mission 24, Close Contact. In this episode, we will take on Episode 25, Aim True, Ye Vengeful. You can see the description there. Real quick also, more recap. Last episode, we did the Close Contact, we did a side op, getting a security camera blueprint, and ended the episode with a pause visit and an FOB infiltration. That was a perfect infiltration. No alerts, no kills. I didn't extract anybody. No one was worth it. And yeah, here we are. So, we're going to go and take on this main mission today. Notice it's not in the midst of any big zone, but you see that number 16 right there. That's what we use to take a look for the side ops. So we're looking for the 16, and no close side ops really. Closest one's a tie between Kanjenga Mine and this I don't know, over here by Zone 10. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and skip those for today. Take on mission 16. It's a fairly short mission if you do it right. Of course, we want to do as much as we can. Try to get, as many side objectives done in one go. We can see there are 6 side objectives. But of course, it doesn't list what they are just yet. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. While Paz looks at us like a little schoolgirl. I said pause. Quiet. Let's go ahead and change out our weaponry again. From the FOB infiltration to our standard non-lethal loadout. Looks like our other equipment is good. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and commence mission. Let's go at nighttime. They're kids. I don't think they can really, you know, adapt to my playstyle. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe kids can get body armor. I know they already sometimes wear helmets. So, who knows?
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
So that's where we're headed. Target zone. Take some flowers while we're here. Okay. Actually, which way are we heading? I want to go out of the map here. It's kind of easy to. I got all those.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
Begin cover fire.
There he is, the commander. Extract him. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
You may have noticed he was talking, but there were no subtitles. So I don't have an interpreter for his language. Something I will have to rectify. Could have sworn there was another... thought there was another prisoner here. Got them. These are the targets.
That prisoner doesn't look like the target.
Okay. Extracted. Not just extract. Okay. Doesn't say how to extract them.
Okay, subject is in.
Yeah, got 4 out of 6. Not too shabby. But not perfect.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
S rank. Got the bat. Have to go ahead and double check what the bat is. Extracted the prisoner, escaped from Minoko Yanioka Station, Northeast Guard Post. So I wonder what the other one was. Take a look. Coming up right now.
Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Archangel. Interesting. Quarantine platform is now being constructed. Now, what could we need a quarantine platform for? Got a sleeping gas specialist. All right. Should increase the power of my sleep grenades.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first, it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests, and... damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them, and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
I wonder if I'm doing this right. I think, from my personal playthrough, of course, you know, it was a specific language. Sorry, spoilers.